about him and LeBron in this series and where these teams go than LeBron does. See, I think LeBron is locked in to 2. He's not going to win a championship and leapfrog Michael Jordan. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
No matter what he does.
Truthfully, in people's eyes, and I'm not saying this does not, but in people's eyes, he's not going to win 2 more.
Correct.
And leapfrog Michael Jordan.
Correct.
Because everybody's always going to bring up the losses without any context.
Yeah, I just think that's the way it's going to be for him. So he's locked in at 2, and he's not going to get caught. I don't.
That's what I think too.
He's not getting caught from behind. Like, wait, what happened now? 3rd? Yeah. What happened here? That's not going to happen either. That's why I think he's kind of locked in. His legacy's very cemented, and this will be great. It may be one of the crown jewels of his career to pull this off with that team and beat Steph in the process. Great. I think he's locked in at 2. I think Curry has more to grab.
I don't know that whether there's an asterisk next to any championship. I personally don't believe there is. I haven't heard a compelling enough case. But with LeBron, there's always that. I think in 16, they bring up the Draymond thing. The haters he won the 2020 is a fluke win because it was the bubble, whatever. And then like Steph and KD for whatever reason, well, I know the reason, but they get discredited for 17 and 18 because no one was going to beat that team. I think truthfully, I think you put those 2 teams against any team in NBA history and they're probably winning a 7-game series.
I agree with that.
And that's not a knock on the Bulls. Like I'll say that's probably the 2nd best team of all time. Right. But it's interesting because I think with Bron too, outside of 2011, they go back to those playoff losses. It drives me crazy. The context of the other, 5 losses, right? We go 07. He dragged that team to the finals. That Pistons team that they beat that starting lineup so good.
Yeah, look at the starting lineup he was playing with in
so
Cleveland.
Good. Yeah. So then you have 11, you have 14. That Spurs team. Tell me at that point in time, with the way they played that series, who's beating that basketball team? It was a great team. Coming out for revenge, all that stuff. 15, Love gets hurt in the first round. Kyrie gets hurt, breaks his kneecap. So they're playing, with Matthew Dellavedova chasing stuff around. They don't really have an offense. Mozgov is starting that series. Like, it's just whatever, And then he has the 2 years against KD and Steph and the Warriors. So it's like I don't buy any of this. Like asterisk, we should. I think there's asterisks every season when we talk about this stuff. If a guy wins a championship, a guy wins a championship. However he had to do it that way. And LeBron, for whatever reason specifically, he had to do it with D Wade and well, guess what? Larry had to do it with Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, and Magic had to do it with Kareem and James Worthy, and Bill Russell had to do it with John Havlicek and Bob Cousy and Sam Jones and Bailey Howell. I don't.
So you heard his comments. Now, here's my issue with people like JJ Redick. I'm talking about what he's saying, not him, the person. I don't know him. What people like this want us to do is make concessions for the times that LeBron lost. He wants us to make concessions, right? But then they want to take credit for the times he won. Follow this. You want to explain why he lost, then count why he won, while he won, which basically results in a net positive of, well, this guy did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong really happened. It can all really be explained. He won 4 championships and the other 6 that he lost, well, there's a perfectly sensible argument to make for that. And what I'm assuming is, had LeBron won 10 championships, guess what would have happened? He would have been counting the 10 rings. He would have taken credit for it. Secondly, no matter how much context you provide to the subject matter, 4 and 6 will never be as impressive as 6 and 0. There's no universe where that